The Honda Jazz is a car that is very popular in South Africa, and for good reason. It offers practicality and reliability from the brand. So you can imagine that many people were quite sad when a lot of time went past and the car was not replaced. Well, until now. Honda calls the vehicle behind me the beauty of function, because it's not only meant to look good, it's also meant to work in your lifestyle. So the question is, will this new Honda here fit in your lifestyle? So, I hope the camera can capture just how eerie it is being in a Honda Fit that is currently driving at 30 kilometers an hour in complete silence. And the reason for that is because this car is currently in EV mode, so it's only using battery power. And I think that's what makes this car so special, is the fact that it offers this new age, cutting edge technology in a traditional shape that we've come to know and love in South Africa, being the Honda Jazz. But obviously, as we know, it's now called the Honda Fit. This hybrid variant really is impressive because it feels very different to any other car in this segment. When you sit inside this vehicle, the first thing you notice is the amount of space that it offers you. The one thing that everybody loved about a Honda Jazz was the fact that you could fit everything, including the kitchen sink, into the car. And right now, sitting in this vehicle, I automatically just want to put stuff everywhere. I've got space for bottles, I've got hidden compartments, and there's a huge level of practicality in this car. And that's what makes it so special, is that it's really a hatchback that you can use very differently compared to its rivals. In this specific Honda Fit, they've reinforced the seats to be more comfort orientated so that you can do longer drives. What they've also done is that they have included more glass that comes before the windshield. So you've got this triangular section of glass that creates a nice airy feel in the cabin, and again, creates the illusion that there is more space in this car. What I do love is the build quality of this vehicle. It doesn't feel like an old school Honda. I think we went through a stage where there were certain Hondas that were newer cars, but still felt like slightly older Hondas in terms of the way the interior felt, in terms of the way the dashboard felt. But with this car, everything is nice and soft to the touch. Yes, you've got slightly harder plastics over here, but the overall fit and finish is very good. It looks like the kind of fit and finish that's going to last for a very long time. When it comes to technology as well, I have got a very nice infotainment screen that works very well because I've got Apple CarPlay. So essentially, I literally just plug in my phone, Apple CarPlay mirrors the screen, and that also works if you've got an Android phone as well. I've got adaptive cruise control, I've got lane departure assistance, I've got high beam assist, I've got heated seats, I've got reverse camera, I've got parking sensors, both front and rear. So really, there's a lot of tech that you would expect from a more high-spec vehicle in this car. I've driven this car from Cape Town to Hermanus, and I enjoyed the experience. The vehicle didn't feel too top heavy, despite the fact that this car actually does have slightly crossover-ish proportions. It still feels nice and planted on the road. The suspension is nice and supple. Now this car offers 80 kilowatts and 253 Newton meters, which is quite good for a car of this size. So it uses a 1.5 litre normally aspirated engine, as well as a generator and a battery. And what that does is that it allows the vehicle to toggle between different modes. You've got complete EV mode, such as the mode that I'm in right now, for use in the city or for any other scenario where the car deems it necessary to use EV mode. And then you've got the hybrid mode, where the vehicle actually toggles between the normal engine and the battery pack. And then, of course, you've got the normal engine mode, where the vehicle uses the normal 1.5 litre engine. Now, one thing that's very important when it comes to EV technology is fuel efficiency, and that's the one thing you cannot fault in this car. I'm currently averaging 4.6 liters per 100 kilometers. They do claim that this vehicle will average 3.7 liters per 100 kilometers, and I'm sure if you drive long enough, you will probably get to that claim figure. But overall, the fuel economy of this car is very good. It feels like an honest car. It's not trying to be a boy racer, it's not trying to be a crossover, it's really just a hatchback that offers you a ton of practicality. And at the end of the day, it's a Honda, so you know that this car is going to be here basically forever. So, is the new Honda Fit a good fit for your lifestyle? Sorry, I just can't help myself with this name. But the most controversial thing when it comes to this specific car is the pricing. At 469,000 Rand, it is a lot of money to spend. But we need to remember that this is one of the few vehicles that offers EV technology in this segment and in this shape. And at the end of the day, this car needs to please two parties. Those loyalists who used to love the Honda Jazz and love the practicality that comes with this car, but at the same time, there's a newer and younger audience that also needs to be pleased. Personally, I love the build quality, the ride quality, and everything that this car has got to offer. I do think that younger audiences would like this car. But at the end of the day, this car needs to please both of them. So does it? Personally, I think that it does. So whether you are retiring in a place like this, or you're partying up in the city, this car could be a good fit for you.